Hey gang, I'm going to take you through a foam rolling deep dive. This is a great thing to do after a run, after a ride. You can even do it before as a way to loosen up your muscles if you're really tight. The ideal way to do this is to start with your biggest muscle group and work your way down to your smaller muscle groups, just as an easy way to flush everything out, but also to help your legs relax. Get that biggest muscle group to relax first, then work your way down. So the way I like to do this, start on your glutes. So you can grab a foam roller, you can take any size, you can get a really big one like this, or a short one, just anything that you can sit on top of. Get up on your glutes, and first thing you want to do, put one ankle up on your knee, bend your leg at a 90-degree angle, and then gently work your way from the top of your glute to the bottom of your glute, just by supporting your body weight and rolling over like a gentle massage. And you want to start on your side. So you can rotate onto your side first. And then once you get the side of the glute, glute medius, rotate over, get directly behind, and then get the other glute. Rotate to the other side. Once you've done that, switch your legs. Now the reason for bending the leg at a 90-degree angle like this, once you rotate your leg, it kind of twists that glute a little bit, and that helps stretch it out a little bit more. So you'll feel a slightly different effect as you do this on each glute. So same thing, work from the top to the bottom. You can do multiple rolls up and down if you want. You can just do one or two very quickly. And just look for any tender spot. If there's something that really hurts, don't put too much pressure on it. But if you want, you can stay on one point. Take a big deep breath in, breathe out, and just let everything relax. And if the glutes feel pretty good, then you can work your way down onto your hamstrings. So for your hamstrings, same thing. You're going to put your body weight on top. You're going to put your hands underneath to support your body weight and lift up. And just try to gently roll forward and back. Find any sensitive spots. And then you can also rotate your feet. Point your toes to the left, point your toes to the right to get the side of your hamstrings. So you almost get onto your IT band a little bit, the side of the leg. And same thing, go forward and back, point your toes to one side, then point your toes outward to the other side. Try to get a little bit of the interior and a little bit of the anterior of each leg. Once you've done that, since you're already in this position almost, I like to get into a side plank position, so putting your forearm down on the ground, getting up onto your IT band. Now for this, the best way that I like to do this is plant one foot on the ground to support your body weight on the lower part of your body and your arm for your upper body. And then you're lifting up and you're putting that foam roller at the top of the hip or just below the hip really. And then you gently just want to do the same thing. Roll up and down slowly and find any sensitive spot. Now you can keep your leg fully extended outward. Or what I like to do is if I get to a spot where I find it a little bit tender and I know I want to relax that point, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And then additionally, I like to add a little flexion. So bending your knee will help. So if you get that tension spot, so you get that pressure point on where you feel something that's tender, not painful, just a little bit tender, you can hold that pressure point and then bend the knee, and you'll find that that just slowly helps to stretch that IT band just a little bit. So I'll move up just an inch or two. Same thing, I'll bend my knee and then move up another inch, bend my knee. And I should be able to do at least a couple flexions without it being too painful. If you find a spot that's painful, usually for me, right when I get above the knee here, kind of that meaty part where you get a little bit onto your quad, that can be a little bit tender sometimes. So I'll just do a couple times. Again, bend that knee, bend that knee. You should get to the point where you can pretty much bend that knee pretty freely without a lot of pain. If you feel a lot of pain, you probably have a very tight IT band. So this is the best way to really get into that IT band. Now from this position, if it hurts too much, take a break and rotate onto your quads if you want. Quads, same thing, get in a plank position, rest on your forearms, And then you just want to gently roll above or below. I like to point my toes outward a little bit to get on the interior side of that quad, right above the knee. And if you want, same thing here, you can stop at one point and then bend your knee, adding that flexion so you get that tension spot. Bend the knee, flex it out, help it stretch just a little bit. Now, if it's painful, don't do anything that's going to cause too much pain. But if it's a little tender, you just want to try to get a nice, easy massage. Now, it also helps to hydrate before and after. If you're really dehydrated, you might find that this might be a little bit too painful. If so, just spend some time hydrating and then come back to it. And same thing from this point, you can rotate onto the other IT band. I'm going to skip it just so you guys aren't looking at my butt. But same idea. From that point, rotate onto the other side. Try to get the other IT band. If you want to, you can rotate your toes inward or outward, and that forces the foam roller to kind of get on the interior side or anterior side a little bit better. Once you've done that, continue down your body, and everybody's favorite, the calves. So when these get really tight, usually when you start running, if you haven't been running for a while, the calves can get extremely tight, especially if you start running too fast. So if you ramp up volume and intensity at the same time, calves are a small muscle group, but they get stressed a lot. They support your whole body weight. So when you're doing this, ideal way, lift your butt off the ground, support your body weight. Same thing, roll forward and back gently. See if you have any tender spots. And then you can rotate your toes to the left or rotate them to the right to try to get a little bit of that interior side or anterior side. Now, if it doesn't feel too painful and you want to go up to the next level, then stack your legs. Get more body weight on top of it. Same thing, rotate your toes to one side. And just gently, it's kind of like canvassing your calves. You're going up and down, just trying to find if there's any spot that's either painful or there's a little bit of tension. Now, another thing you can do, kind of the next level in terms of a progression, if that's not painful, but you want to get into a deeper massage, essentially, you can do the same thing where you find a tension spot, stay there, take a deep breath in, out, but then add some ankle rotation. So you can either plantar flex and dorsiflex, just go back and forth a couple times, or draw little circles with your feet and rotate. That rotation, when you have that pressure point on the calf and you get the calf to fire just a little bit, can really help relax it out. So just do that as much as you can. If it's painful, if anything's painful, don't push it. Just do what you feel comfortable doing. So give that a whirl. It doesn't take very long, just a couple minutes. Work from your glutes on down. So again, glutes, get your hamstrings, IT band, calf, so all the way around your upper leg, and then your calves in the bottom. So quads, IT band, and hamstring, and then get your calves. And that's just a quick little foam rolling circuit you can do. Doesn't take very long, but it is well worth it. I call it the poor man's massage because it's $10 or $20 for a foam roller, and you can do this every single day or after any hard workout. So keep doing it till you get to the point where your legs feel nice and relaxed and you don't have any pain anywhere. But if the pain does get worse, don't push it. Take a day off, come back to it. If it's progressively not getting better, that's the time to go get it checked out. But until then, just try to do a couple minutes. It is well worth it. I'd rather have people cut their workouts a couple minutes short and do this than to skip doing this. So try to make this part of your routine, and don't forget to hydrate both before and after. All right, have fun, guys. Good luck.